So I'm going to be looking in Exodus chapter 3. So Moses is taking his father's flock of sheep through the wilderness up a mountain where he sees a bush is on fire and he goes, burrito, that bush is on fire, but it's not burning up. And he goes and he investigates. And that's where God comes into play, because the Bible says when God sees Moses approaching, he calls out to Moses from the burning bush. And he says, "Don't come any closer. Take off your sandals, for the ground on which you stand is holy." And they have this whole back and forth through the process as God is telling Moses his plans for Moses, and Moses telling God how unworthy he is to do those plans. And we as Christians today, we sort of go, "Oh Moses, if only you knew. Like, why are you arguing with God?" And I'm going to be honest with you. If I were Moses, I would have started arguing with God a lot sooner. See, take off my sandals? I wouldn't have been okay with that. Nah, maybe not me. See, Moses didn't drive to the mountain and walk 30 feet to step into a clean building to take off his sandals. No, he was walking through the wilderness and up a mountain. What's more, he was taking care of his father's flock of sheep, which means his eyes were up here, not down here, where he was stepping. Sheep. And what God tells Moses is take off your sandals, not take off your hiking boots. God doesn't say, "Moses, take off your running shoes." He doesn't even say, "Moses, take off your antimicrobial Crocs." No, it's take off your sandals. It's just a thin piece of leather wrapped around his ankle a few times so it stays on and covering the bottom of his foot. And I've worked in sandals enough to know that whenever you step on, you step in. See, the Bible says when God saw Moses approach, I think the Bible should have said, when God finally saw Moses approaching, he thought to himself, "It's about time. I smelled you getting close about an hour ago." And the command comes out. Take off your sandals. Hold on. Don't come any closer, I get. Like, yeah, you're God, you're holy, you're good, you're righteous, you're clean. I'm none of those things. I'm not good enough. I'm not holy enough. I'm not righteous enough. I get that. But take off my sandals? God, I can knock most of the stuff I step in off my shoe, but my foot stays stained. You want me to take my sandals off? Take off your sandals. But God, my sandals, they make me look more presentable. Your sandals don't really cover up anything anyway. You're fooling no one. So what you're presenting is just a lie. Take your sandals off. But God, I need my sandals. You don't need your sandals, son. You need me. Take your sandals off. But God, I don't think you understand. See, the world out there, it's filled with sharp rocks. It's filled with dirt and mud and piles of sheep poop. My sandals protect me. If you trust in me, I will send my angels to lift you up, so your feet will not even strike a stone. Don't you understand? You're going to trample over serpents and lions. Take your sandals off. And so Moses obeys God where I would have had an argument. And he takes his sandals off and he covers his face. And God starts telling Moses, "I've put an appointment on your life. You see, you're going to be freeing my people from their slavery to Egypt. I felt their pain. I see their struggle. And they will know that they have a God who is with them. They will know that they have a God who is for them. So Moses, I am sending you back to Egypt. I am sending you to set my people free." And Moses just starts to ask God, it's all well and good that, you're the God of our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But these people of Israel, they're going to ask for a name. What name do I give them? And God quite famously states, "I am who I am." or perhaps in slightly more modern English, this is me. And man, that's the God that we're worshiping today. This is me. See, the wording there is key because it's not this was me. It's not this will be me. No, this is me eternally. End of statement. And man, could it be that we worship a God who does not change, a God who stays the same, a God who says the same thing to Moses, and then thousands of years later, he still is saying the same thing to us. Take your sandals off.